Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy Bingaman with the Lander Volunteer Fire Department, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about fire extinguishers. Now, fire extinguishers are a very effective tool for putting out small fires, and please keep that in mind. Fire extinguishers are not really meant to put out large fires like large structure fires or large forest fires or anything like that. They're very effective on small fires. Before we really get into all the different types of extinguishers, and I got quite a array to show you guys, and at the very end we'll do a little demonstration with one. We got to talk about the five different types, or the five different classes, of fires. And basically they're all lettered. We always try to keep everything pretty simple in the fire service. It's always been that way. So first of all, you got your Class A fires. Now your Class A fires are your common combustible. Your wood, your cloth, paper, stuff like that. So your next class is Class B fires. Now Class B fires are your flammable combustible liquids, such as gasoline, diesel, oil, any of your flammable solvents, anything flammable oil based. Your Class C fires are electrical, energized electrical. So obviously any of your power cords, electrical outlets, appliances, so on and so forth, electrical motors. Next class is Class D. They deal with combustible metals. Combustible metals such as magnesium, aluminum, stuff like that. The last class is Class K. Now, Class K is your kitchen fires, and that deals with your higher flash point oils that they use for a lot of cooking. So most of your Class K extinguishers that you'd see are in commercial kitchens. It's very important to know the class of fire that you're dealing with before you grab an extinguisher and go put it out, because if you don't have the proper extinguisher, it's not going to do an effective job on putting it out. And in some cases, actually make it worse. Most of the time, your extinguishers are placed on the exits, and the reason for that is that you should be grabbing a fire extinguisher on the way out. So basically, if you have a small fire in your house or office or whatever, you run into the exit, hopefully getting somebody or yourself calling 911, grab an extinguisher, and if you turn around and it's too bad to go back in, don't go back in. So now we'll do a little bit, I'll show you a few different extinguishers. I got quite an array here, and yeah, so let's do it. So this one right here is basically probably your most common extinguisher that you'll find. Now, you'll notice here, pretty much on every fire extinguisher, you got a big fancy label and all kinds of stuff here. This is the most important stuff, and most always this label is facing out. So you don't even have to take it off the wall to take a look and see what it is. Now, as you can see here, it has instructions, nice little tutorial there, show you how to do it. And also right here, this is why it's important to know your classes of fire, because here they're listed. Now this extinguisher is effective on Class A fires, wood, paper, etc. Class B fires, your liquids. Class C fire, your energized electrical equipment. Okay. Now also with this style of extinguisher, you have this little charge indicator. Basically, as far as routine maintenance and whatnot, looking at it, just look and see where that little arrow's pointing at. If it's in the green, you're good. Okay. Now extinguishers in this style, they are reusable. They are rechargeable. So once you use them, they can be refilled and put back in service. Okay, so kind of go through it a little bit here. Pretty much every fire extinguisher will have some sort of pin. Okay, and also I should mention that when they're routinely serviced, they'll have a nice little tag here showing you what year they were serviced and by who. So you got the pin, and this right here is actually, as they call, the trigger. Okay, so once you pull the pin, it would release that, and you can compress this, and it's going to start discharging the agent. It's only effective if you use it properly and it's properly maintained. So that's why the biggest thing is showing you about the gauge to make sure that it's pointing in the green, and it's routinely maintenance. I think pretty much all fire extinguishers fall into a yearly maintenance. This next one I'm going to show you is about 3 times the size of it, but it's the same thing. You got your nice little instructions right here, a little tutorial. You can also see this extinguisher is effective on 3 classes of fire, A, B, and C. Okay. So it's identical to the smaller one. Now obviously, with its size, it's going to put out a lot more agent, put out a lot more fire. Look at this little cute thing. Basically, it's got the same principles. You got your instructions right here, but you notice on this one, it's only good for 2 classes of fire, Class B and C. Notice it's just got a little handle. Obviously, the agent comes out of the trigger right here, but you see there's no gauge or anything. And if you sit here and read the instructions, actually what it says is this little green button on the top. When you depress that, if it pops back up, it's good to go. Now, these are a one-shot deal. Once you use them, you cannot refill them. You just discard them. So the next extinguisher here I'm going to show you. You notice this one, pretty much everything's the same. You got your gauge up here telling you, point it in good or not. You got your nice little label here, but you'll notice this one will do ABC, just like the first 2 I showed you, but also it's rated for Class K, kitchen fires. So I guess another common question is, it's like, okay, well, I don't have a fire extinguisher, I want to buy one. Well, how big a one do I need to get? Well, honestly, that's all going to depend on what it's for. Like I was telling you earlier, this is kind of your more common size. Pretty much anybody can pick one of these up and work with it. Those bigger ones, they're quite a bit heavier, and obviously they take up a lot more room. If you have any questions about what's right for you, reach out to your local fire department, us or wherever you're at. Or also you can get in touch with your fire extinguisher sales and service distributor, and they could probably set you up with a lot of information and sell you the right extinguisher that you need. So that was kind of just a little short, brief tutorial about fire extinguishers and different class of fires. Next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to light a little fire and do a little demonstration on proper use of an extinguisher. And so yeah, we'll be right back as soon as we get fire lit. All right, everybody. Well, we got our fire lit. Got success there. So now I'm going to demonstrate the proper use of using this ABC extinguisher. We have a lot of acronyms. Well, the proper use of a fire extinguisher is the same deal. The acronym we use for properly using a fire extinguisher is PASS. P-A-S-S. Basically, what that stands for is your P is pull the pin right here. Pull the pin. Your A is aim at the fire. Your first S, squeeze the trigger. The last S is move in and sweep. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we put this fire out. So again, most all your ones that have been serviced, they have this little tag here. Don't get worked up about it. That's how easy it is to get rid of it. Okay, so I'm going to pull the pin. Don't need it no more. I'm going to aim at the base of the fire. I'm going to squeeze. Just like that. One thing after you extinguish the fire, the one thing you never want to do is turn your back on it. Okay, back away from it. Reason being is these extinguishers, they will effectively snuff the fire out, but they will not cool the fire. So when you're dealing with flammable liquids especially, that thing's still pretty hot and you can see it's still smoking. So obviously you still don't want any part of that. And there is a possibility that it could reignite. Here we are. Got the fire lit again. We're going to go ahead and try this. Now, like I said before, this one is for Class B and C fires. This is flammable liquid, so it should work. So again, the same principle. This one has a pin. It's it right there, pulled it. Squeezing down will be this right here. So let's see how this little thing works. As you can see, it didn't take much to do it. I could tell there's still some in there, but again, once you pulled the pin on these and shot it, it's done. Notice that little green thing? It's no longer up, it's pushed down. Like I said, with these, you can't recharge them. Once you use them, they're a one-shot deal. Need to be disposed of and go purchase a new one. So here we got my helper Alex here. He's actually going to demonstrate that yes, kids can actually use these too. Okay, so right up there, keep the base of the fire, squeeze, base of the fire, sweep back and forth. There you go. All right, well, in closing, everyone, hopefully you learned a little bit about fire extinguishers and how to use them in the different types of fires and different extinguishers that you might find out there. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that regarding fire extinguishers, contact your local fire department. Hopefully you got something out of this video, and thanks for watching.